idea for this video was born during the volunteer day at Cloverfield Organic Farm, when a bunch of us, including Susan, the owner of the farm, were weeding vegetable beds, amended by the compost prepared here in the garden. We were giddy, happy to get our hands dirty with the rich garden soil, sharing what we know about the goodness of the dirt and why it is beneficial not only for the plants, but for us humans as well. I hope you too will find this knowledge useful.
Yeah, so there's all different types of composting, and the type that we prefer to do, because it's the easiest form and it also makes the best compost, is cold composting. What you often hear about from others, and people do this for various reasons, is thermophilic or hot composting, where you grind your materials fine, you add nitrogen, perhaps some manure or a source of nitrogen, and you stir it once a week or regularly stir it, and it produces your compost very quickly. So you get your hot compost done in probably about a month to 2 months. Well, we don't have all the materials and the labor to do all that turning, and we're more natural, so the way we do it is cold composting. As we produce waste materials from the garden, it's a real mix of materials, and some of it's woody, some of it's green, some of it's weedy, some of it's full of seeds, but it's rich, all the waste materials from the garden. And we pile them up in piles over the course of about 3 to 6 months as the pile builds. And then we don't turn it until it's already started to partially decompose, but without any rapid stirring or inclusion of nitrogen. This is more like how nature does it, where the materials drop to the ground and decompose over a period of time, and the microbes in the soil, the creatures in the soil, break it down more slowly. They can only really do that in a cold environment. If it's too hot, it's going to kill off a lot of the life in your soil. We want the more life and the more diversity of life. So if you look into our compost piles, you're going to see it's full of life. It's not too hot. There's the worms, there's little beetles, there's sow bugs, there's earwigs, some of the things you might think are unsavory, even an occasional snake or two. But those are all good, and they're building that soil. So it's really the best, most diverse soil for your plants. The disadvantage is that once you spread it on the ground, like what we're having to do today, a lot of your seeds that didn't get killed in the compost because it was a cold compost start sprouting. But if you catch them when they're little, like we just did today, a quick tilling of the surface of the soil to disrupt their roots, we let them die in place, and they're actually additional mulch to feed our plants as they grow.
I was reading that when you put your hands in the soil, that there's microbes in the soil that interact with your skin, and they release serotonin into your body, and so it boosts your mood. And besides just being out in the sun and watching things grow, there's like that chemical reaction.
Here are some articles you can find online from qz.com or Quartz. Dirt has a microbiome, and it may double as an antidepressant. On regenerationinternational.org, antidepressant microbes in soil. How dirt makes you happy. Did you know that there is a natural antidepressant in soil? Mycobacterium vaccae is the substance under study and has indeed been found to mirror the effect on neurons that drugs like Prozac provide. The bacterium is found in soil and may stimulate serotonin production, which makes you relaxed and happier, says this article.
Yeah, and the soil feels so rich, so you can tell when you are like feeling different soils. When you feel stressed, and you just go and you can just grab some soil and put your hands in the dirt.
And there's actually a term for it. It's called beneficial soil organisms.
There you go.
And they're essential for our bodies. These same soil organisms are the organisms that populate our guts. And if you ever heard of the gut-brain connection, just getting it on your hands, getting a little bit in your mouth, this isn't bad dirt. These are the beneficial soil organisms.
Dr. Jokers talks about how eating dirt makes you healthy on his website, drjokers.com, advising us to get dirty. Dr. Josh Axe goes even further and says that soil-based organisms, or SBOs, should be part of your daily routine. He writes that more than 800 studies exist in scientific literature that link soil-based organisms, or SBOs, to successfully treating such health conditions as allergies, asthma, a whole bunch of digestive issues, autoimmune and inflammatory diseases, bacterial, fungal, and viral infections. In other words, eating dirt is good for you. But don't trust me on that statement. Do your own research and trust what your own gut tells you.